Hey guys, Ben, the Outdoors Air Gunner, out here with a pretty cool air gun today. This is the Beeman P17, and you know, for being the price this thing is, I'm super impressed with it. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this sweet little pistol. Alright guys, so as far as budget pistols go, this thing really has a lot going for it. Now, most of the time, in this kind of form factor, what you're going to get is something that you've got to fill with CO2. Now this thing is pretty cool because all it takes is a little bit of arm strength and you're good to go. The operation of the pistol is really pretty simple. Pull back this lever here, go all the way forward till you can hear that little psh of the air. That's the air getting pulled into the cylinder there. Now, loading is a little tricky because you have to get the pellet right on the top of that, and there's not a whole lot of clearance there to get it in. But even with my big fingers, big hands, I did not find it to be overly challenging. You just point the front of the pellet down, get it into the barrel or the breech there. Make sure that you've got it pushed in all the way because you don't want to start to shear off your little O-ring there by not having the pellet pushed down far enough. So you get it in all the way there, and then you push this back down. When you do that, don't grab it like this because you're going to end up pinching your fingers. In fact, you want to kind of keep your palm flat and just push it down firmly till it clicks, locks into place. Then what you have is you have an automatic safety here. Goes on to safe every time that you cock the little pistol. So in order to shoot, you have to release that safety and you pull the trigger and shoot, of course. Now, one of the things I really like about this pistol is that trigger. First of all, it's a metal trigger. I kind of like that on any of my air guns, especially little air pistols like this that are in that lower price category. It's nice to see that they did go ahead and put that metal trigger on there because I just feel like that's going to get a little bit better durability. But aside from the fact that it's made out of metal, it is a super, super light trigger. I don't know. See, there's that little I don't know exactly what it is. It could be maybe 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds. But see, hold your fingers out, release the safety. But it is really light, really breaks very consistently. It's got a very clear first stage and then the second stage right there. So that's definitely one of the things that this has going for it, is that trigger. Now, what I did with this today is I went ahead and I shot it over the crony. I started off with some really lightweight pellets, these lead-free Hypermax pellets from RWS. These are 5.4 grains, and those were getting me right around 420 feet a second. Then I went up to some RWS Superdomes. These are, I believe, 8.3 grains, and with those, I was getting right around 370 feet a second, 375 feet a second, in that range. I'll show you guys the numbers on the screen right now. And then, of course, I wanted to try something a little bit heavier, so I went with some H&N Barracuda Match. These are 10.65 grains, and with these, I was getting right around 330, 340 feet a second. This is not something that would really be suited well for hunting, but what it is suited very nicely for is just backyard plinking. It's very quiet. And I'll show you guys the accuracy that I was getting with this thing. Right now, the accuracy is pretty impressive for a pistol. I think that you can pick these up for somewhere in the $30 range. And during this portion of the video, I was shooting at 10 meters because I think that's about, kind of the standard for these sort of pistols. I was not on a rest. I was not on a table. I was just standing 10 meters from my target, holding like this, and shooting just offhand. And so these groups that you guys are seeing right now are just the groups that I was getting offhand. I shot the Hypermax first, did 5 shots with those, Then I went ahead and did the Super Domes next, 5 shots with those, and finished off with the Barracuda match. Again, another 5 shots with those. You know, out of those 3 pellets, I think that the best performer was really the Barracuda match. I don't know if that's due to their little bit of extra weight, or if maybe during that portion I had kind of gotten warmed up and was shooting my best. You know, I'm not a professional 10-meter match shooter, you know, I got to admit, but this thing, in my opinion, got some pretty respectable groups, even in spite of the fact that I'm not a pro really in that category. What makes this thing really pretty cool is, as far as the accuracy category and the ability to get those good groups, are these nice set of open sights that it has on there. It's got a nice red fiber optic on the front and a green glowing, not really glowing, but it captures the light and appears to be glowing in this nice bright sunlight, you know, green fiber optic there at the back. The back is fully adjustable for windage and elevation. It's got 2 little screws there, one there and one there, so you can really dial this thing in and you know, tune that accuracy to just how your eye is and just how your particular gun's shooting. So that's pretty awesome too, because in this sort of a price category, a lot of times what you have are just fixed sights. You don't get the fiber optic sights like what you've got on this. So that's another feature of the gun that I really like. So guys, I guess that's about it for this little video. Not a very long video, but I did want to get you some good information on this nice little Beeman pistol. Again, this is the Beeman P17. This thing, in my opinion, is a definite winner. I would gladly pay more than the $30 that they're asking for this, but at $30, $35, some odd around there, it's a steal. These are actually, of course, available just about anywhere you go, but if you want to get one from the Airgun Pro Shop, they're my sponsor for this video. I'm sure they would definitely appreciate your order. Go ahead and give them a call. Go to the website. It's www.airgunproshop.com. They've got the Beeman P17 on there, and this thing is a fun little backyard plinker. And I guess that's it for today. This has been the Outdoors Air Gunner. Outdoors, having fun with an air gun. See you guys next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. Want to let you all know that every Wednesday is when my new videos drop, so be sure, if you haven't done so already, to follow us on Facebook, subscribe on the YouTube. That way you're never going to miss any of this awesome fresh airgun content when it comes out on Wednesdays. See you guys.